When I first began this channel, I started off ranking all members of the Otsutsuki clan and their hybrids with the current power of all known members at the time. Not too long after, I did the same thing with the Akatsuki and its members, and soon after that, all of the Hokage. Today, I'll be providing my own personal ranking while trying to keep things as objective as possible on every known relevant member of Kara, from its founder Ishiki/Jigen to No Limiter Code and even Daemon. I'm gonna figure out who is the absolute best Kara has to offer, and if you're a returning viewer, apologies for the near year-long hiatus, and if you're new, I hope you find some enjoyment from this video and gain some new insight. Also subscribe and set notifications so that you never miss another upload, and with that all said, let's get to the ranking. Quick disclaimer, this video will not include Kara adjacent or outer members like Ao or Garo, anime only members like Deepa, or non-combatant members like Ada, Amado, and Bug. And the members I'll be ranking in this video are Ishiki, Jigen, Daemon, Code, Koji, Kashin, Delta, Boro, and Victor. Pretty much all the characters that were in the manga first, and then we saw them in anime, but yeah, you get the point. Victor is a formidable generalist who blends ancient ninjutsu with cutting-edge cyborgization, making him one of Kara's most versatile assets. He is a rare master of all 5 basic nature transformations, a feat he weaponizes through his arm growth technique by manifesting an extra set of muscular limbs. He can weave multiple hand seals simultaneously to overwhelm enemies with a relentless barrage of elemental attacks, and his combat stats sit comfortably at a country level scale, proven when he blitzed elite Jonin like Konohamaru and Mugino, and even held his own in a high-stakes exchange with Orochimaru. What makes Victor truly terrifying, however, is his near total biological resilience, utilizing a combination of scientific body modifications and a specialized self-healing technique. He can instantly regenerate his limbs or even his entire head, and should a limb be separated, he uses blood manipulation to extend tendrils from his wounds, reeling his body parts back together to maintain his offensive momentum. Despite this overwhelming power, Victor's greatest strength is also his fatal flaw, and his reliance on a curse seal to maintain his longevity and fuel his regeneration causes his physical form to deteriorate rapidly under stress, meaning he lacks the infinite stamina of his younger peers. He is a genius strategist and scientist who successfully cultivated a pseudo-god tree, yet his aging body acts as a mechanical bottleneck for his intense chakra. And while his versatility and regenerative hacks makes him a nightmare for any standard shinobi to put down, he ultimately lacks the raw, transcendent output required to compete with Kara's frontline enforcers. With Victor's multifaceted but decaying power established as our baseline for the inner members of Kara, we move from the Master of Elements to a member who prioritizes overwhelming speed and advanced scientific weaponry over traditional jutsu. Victor's biological limbs can regrow, but my next placement features a body entirely engineered for high-intensity combat. Delta stands as one of Kara's most technologically advanced inners, transformed into a full cyborg through Amado's highly sophisticated shinobi wear and nanotechnology that permeates through her body at the cellular level, turning her into a living scientific ninja tool with superhuman physical characteristics that don't even rely on chakra. This grants her exceptional strength, speed, durability, and the unique ability to manipulate her body, including hardening or softening tissues, expanding or reshaping limbs into weapons of various shapes and sizes, and weaponizing her legs for devastating attacks. She can achieve flight by vertically splitting her legs to release powerful chakra jets like rocket propulsion, coat herself in chakra aura for amplified stats, and deploy a suite of ranged options such as firing destructive light beams from her eyes that obliterate targets on a cellular level, completely negating regeneration by crumbling cells entirely. Her right eye absorbs chakra-based techniques with a finite storage capacity that can be overwhelmed, allowing her to reflect them back amplified through her left eye, while her deployable spy drone housed in her back provides clairvoyance by sharing vision radar to track invisible attacks like Boruto's vanishing Rasengan, and serves as her immortality mechanism by recording and uploading her consciousness to replica bodies upon destruction, complemented by low mid-regeneration, instantly regrowing severed legs, and automatic self-destruct as a final failsafe. In terms of raw power, Delta demonstrated planet-level attack potency, striking strength, and durability, even clashing with and landing blows on Kurama enhanced 6-path Sage Mode Naruto, keeping pace with his FTL plus speeds through taijutsu, kicks, and light beams, while her stamina supported a prolonged battle. As a master hand-to-hand combatant with acrobatics, stealth, and weapon mastery, she also utilizes techniques like Rising Thorn, erupting massive spikes from the ground, Great Crushing Funeral, skewering foes with leg protrusions, and Runway Booster for flight despite her overwhelming versatility and cybernetic enhancements and ability to pressure even the 7th Hokage. Delta's absorption limit and tech-dependent nature cap her potential against certain overwhelming foes. Boro emerges as one of Kara's most nightmarishly resilient inners. His body is a terrifying fusion of scientific ninja tools and Isshiki Otsutsuki's DNA that grants him extraordinary regeneration tied to a movable core, enabling high mid-regeneration and immortality types 3 and 8 to instantly recover from catastrophic damage, including full obliteration of his head, upper body, or lower half in mere seconds as long as the core survives, and can be shifted via hand seals to evade destruction. This core-dependent healing makes him extraordinarily difficult to put down permanently, complemented by partial cyborgization for superhuman physical characteristics, immense pain tolerance, unfazed by Rasengan holes or repeated dismemberment, and resistant to poisons, his own viruses, and certain chakra-based attacks. His primary offensive tool is the Dark Cloud technique, releasing a dense dark mist laced with a potent virus that causes rapid strength drain, paralysis, fever, intense pain, and eventual incapacitation through contact or inhalation. The mist resists dispersion by wind release and can be mixed together with gunpowder for instant explosive detonations. Boro wields versatile ninjutsu such as lava release, planet branding blast for firing corrosive acid projectiles or erupting melting pools, water release, water formation wall to create defensive barriers against elemental assaults, fire release for explosive flames, and breath attacks expelling fire, water, or even acid, and he excels in taijutsu, shuriken jutsu, often gunpowder laced for stealthy explosions, acrobatics, stealth mastery, chakra enhanced stats amplification, surface scaling, water walking, and basic transformation / illusion techniques like the clone technique or genjutsu communication for remote projections. When his core is finally destroyed, he enters an uncontrollable rampage mode, mutating into a gigantic, large size type 1 tentacled monstrosity with overwhelming brute force and chaotic attacks. His attack potency, striking strength, and durability reach at least country level plus, scaling above foes like a revamped Owl and overpowering multiple high tier Genin level threats simultaneously, backed by superhuman stamina for sustained fights and range extending from melee to tens of meters with mist, projectiles, and ninjutsu. Kashin Koji emerges as Kara's most strategically brilliant and sage-empowered inner, a genetically engineered clone of the legendary Sannin Jiraiya created by Amado with implanted scientific ninja tools and Isshiki Otsutsuki derived enhancements, granting him superhuman physical characteristics, master-level hand-to-hand combat, acrobatics, stealth, weapon mastery, and profound chakra manipulation to amplify his stats, scale surfaces, walk on water, and execute techniques like temporary paralysis, transformation, and clone for deception and evasion. His arsenal shines with versatile ninjutsu, including fire release for devastating flame bullets, big flame bullets, and continuous streams, earth release, swamp of the underworld to trap foes in inescapable mud, Rasengan variants from the ultra big ball for explosive close range devastation, Wild Lion's main technique for hair-based binding, needle projectiles, or defensive armor, and Toad Oil Bullet combined with fire for sticky, ignitable barrages. And Koji's signature summoning prowess allows him to call forth massive toads for combat support, clairvoyance through shared vision, and the true fire of Samadhi, eternal inextinguishable purgatory flames that burn relentlessly even against regeneration or wind dispersal, capable of incinerating high-tier threats or forming massive walls like the 5 Fire God's fan. In Sage mode, his abilities escalate dramatically, absorbing nature energy to heighten senses, precognition like awareness, and all stats, while risking petrification on enemies who absorb unbalanced Senjutsu. His ultimate trump card is the awakened Shinjutsu 10 Directions, also known as Prescience, enabling him to peer into multiple possible futures simultaneously, foresee outcomes of actions, and adapt tactics with godlike foresight. In raw combat, Koji demonstrated at most small planet level attack potency, striking strength, and durability in base form by evenly clashing with a 10% chakra Jigen, Isshiki Otsutsuki in vessel form, taking direct hits from a near 10% Otsutsuki form without faltering, and briefly holding his own against full Ishiki before defeat. With Sage mode, this scales to likely planet level, FTL plus speeds keeping pace with Kakashi and pressuring Delta level threats, Class Z lifting strength, and enhanced stamina for prolonged high output battles. His range extends from melee taijutsu to several meters with projectiles, flames, and summons backed by above average intelligence through tactical cunning, manipulative planning including staging scenarios to counter Jigen, and no notable weaknesses beyond standard chakra limits. Jigen stands as Kara's shadowy leader and the unwilling vessel for the ancient Otsutsuki Ishiki, his body augmented with scientific ninja tools, Shibai Otsutsuki derived enhancements, and the transformative karma seal that allows Ishiki to exert full control, granting him unparalleled superhuman physical characteristics, expert hand-to-hand combat, acrobatics, stealth mastery, weapon mastery, particularly bojutsu, with black rods, and profound chakra manipulation for surface scaling, water walking, statistics amplification, aura projection, and energy absorption. His signature Shinjutsu abilities include Sukuna Hakona, which instantaneously shrinks any non-living matter, including himself, for evasion or teleport-like movement to microscopic sizes and restores it all at will with a glance or gesture, and Daikokuten, which stores shrunken objects in a timeless pocket dimension for instant retrieval as weapons or barriers, manifesting massive black cubes or rods to disrupt sensory abilities, deflect attacks, or overwhelm foes. Jigen can generate black rods from his body or surroundings to pierce, paralyze, drain chakra, restrict movement, and induce limited durability negation by enlarging them inside targets or bypassing conventional defenses. His Karma Seal further amplifies all stats upon activation, spreading in sunburst patterns and sprouting a horn, enables ninjutsu absorption and enhanced redirection, chakra beam projection, and even sealing techniques like the gigantic sealing coffin. In combat, Jigen effortlessly overpowered Koji Kashin, despite the latter Sage mode and true fire of Samadhi, only succumbing temporarily to unshrinkable natural flames, then decisively defeating a combined Naruto in 6-path Sage mode with Koruma's avatar, and Sasuke with perfect Susanoo and his Rinnegan arsenal by shrinking their attacks, dodging them at extreme speeds, blitzing with rods, one-shotting their avatars, and pummeling them into reverting forms, and nearly killing both of them outright before his vessel's body cracked under the strain, requiring a 2-day recovery. His raw power registers at planet level attack potency, striking strength, and durability in base, kicking away base Naruto and scaling above Delta/Kurama enhanced threats. Higher with Karma, overwhelming full power Naruto/Sasuke, and FTL plus speeds, blitzing and reacting to 6-pass Naruto and Sasuke while at partial power, and with instantaneous Sukuna Hakona reactions. Lifting strength reaches Class Z, restraining Naruto's Kurama avatar with superhuman stamina for prolonged dimensional battles. Range range from melee to dozens of meters with rod/cube/projections, and gifted intelligence as a millennial-old manipulator who orchestrated Kara's operations, deceived inners, and tactically dismantled high-tier opponents. Though his vessel's fragility and inability to shrink living beings or certain chakra void attacks limit him slightly, Jigen's godlike shrinking/storage hacks, overwhelming physical dominance, and ability to humble even the strongest shinobi make him a tier far above Koji's sage-enhanced versatility. Code stands as Kara's most overwhelmingly powerful inner and the designated successor to Isshiki Otsutsuki, a monstrously enhanced survivor of Amado's Otsutsuki vessel experiments, infused with chi by Otsutsuki's DNA, and extensive scientific ninja tools that grant him superhuman physical characteristics far exceeding the other inners, including razor-sharp talons formed by transforming his fingers for slicing through flesh effortlessly, immense pain tolerance, and body weaponization via microscopic nanomachines. His signature white karma, a diamond-shaped seal on his left palm that activates to spread gray markings across his left side, unlocks Ishiki's pure power without the ability to absorb jutsu, dramatically amplifying his stats and granting him access to battle experience from the Otsutsuki lineage and enabling potential transformation into a complete Otsutsuki for world-devouring godhood upon consuming a chakra fruit. Code's unparalleled shinjutsu ability revolves around claw marks, black band-like portals created by mixing chakra and blood that adhere to any surface, including people or the air in some applications, allowing instantaneous teleportation of himself or body parts for surprise attacks, chain teleports across vast distances or dimensions, pulling marked targets towards him, spatial manipulation, and even creating an army of claw grime. Humanoid soldiers spawn from Tentail's flesh portions that manifest Renegon, following instincts to consume enemies and travel via claw marks. With limiters initially installed by Amado to prevent his strength from surpassing Jigen's, Code still outclassed Boro and Delta in raw power. After their removal post Ishiki's death, his might escalated dramatically, with Amado, Shikamaru Kawaki, and Code himself asserting superiority over Jigen, confidence in soloing a diminished Naruto and Sasuke, including Sage Mode Naruto, and overwhelming early opponents before facing setbacks against hacks like Daemon's Reflection. In combat, he effortlessly evades and blitzes with claw marks, pummels foes like Kawaki, pressures Boruto and Sasuke simultaneously, with Sasuke slashing his eye and consuming him with claw grime in one instance. He survives heavy damage, including from Rasengan, and demonstrates tactical cunning by strategically marking key locations across the 5 great nations for infiltration and dispersal of forces. His raw power registers at planet level attack potency, striking strength, and durability in base, scaling above Delta and Jigen with limiters high with white karma, and limiters removed, far surpassing Jigen per direct statements. FTL plus speeds, he's superior to Delta and Jigen, with Class Z lifting strength matching or exceeding Delta level feats, superhuman stamina for sustained high level battles, and range from melee taijutsu to planetary with mark placement and claw grime deployment, backed by gifted intelligence through cautious planning, methodical goal advancement, and deep Otsutsuki knowledge. Despite flaws like arrogance leading to overestimating of foes, Code's unmatched teleportation, army creation, limitless mark potential, post-limiter removal, and raw destructive supremacy make him a catastrophic threat far beyond even Jigen's shrinking dominance. Daemon stands as Kara's most invincible and terrifying creation of them all, a childlike yet sadistic engineered being modified by Amado with advanced scientific ninja tools and chi by Otsutsuki's DNA, granting him superhuman characteristics that eclipse even Code with no limiters, raw might, including immense strength capable of snapping necks with casual kicks, overwhelming full-powered opponents with mere strikes, extreme speed that renders him untrackable even to Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan, and allowing mid-air interception of chakra rods, unparalleled stealth for instant ambushes from status, and high durability bolstered by his cybernetic enhancements. His signature Shinjutsu Reflection is a passive god-tier defensive axe that instantly repels any attack or hostile action directed at him, whether it be physical, ninjutsu, or intent-based, back upon the attacker with amplified force, scaling in intensity with the killing intent behind it. While it often requires initial physical contact, such as touching or being touched by the target, to link and extend the reflection even to groups or indirect assailants. Once activated, it turns virtually any offensive move against him into self-inflicted devastation, as demonstrated by effortlessly reflecting Code's claw marks back at him and redirecting Kawaki Daikokuten rods mid-fight, as well as annihilating Boro's guards in mass upon awakening. In combat, Daemon casually overpowers full-powered No Limiter's Code, who had already surpassed Jigen, forcing retreat after dominating with taijutsu and reflected assault. He knocks out both Boruto and Kawaki simultaneously with ease to assert dominance and subdues Sarada and Sumire without effort, as well as tackling and manhandling Kawaki during pursuits, and expresses confidence in outclassing a diminished Naruto, Sasuke, and other top shinobi in the verse. His raw power registers at least planet level attack potency, striking strength, and durability in base, scaling far above No Limiter's Code and Jigen per Amado's assessments and direct feats. Higher with his reflection turning enemy force against him, FTL plus speeds, he's superior to No Limiter's Code, No Limiter Code's blitzing capabilities, and evading the Sharingan tracking, Class Z lifting strength, manhandling high tier foes effortlessly, and superhuman stamina for sustained dominance, and range from melee taijutsu to extend via reflected projectiles or group attacks. Backed by the average combat instincts despite his playful, mischievous personality, he grows excited by strong opponents, is sadistic in battle, and fiercely protective of his sister Ada. Daemon has no notable weaknesses beyond the touch requirement for optimal reflection activation, preventing effortless counters to distant or non-hostile indirect threats, and his emotional attachment to Ada, which curbs his full aggression, his unbreakable defense, overwhelming physicals, and ability to turn any hostility into backlash makes him an utterly untouchable force far beyond Code's spatial hacks and army creation. Isshiki Otsutsuki stands as the ancient god-tier Otsutsuki progenitor whose immense power served as the foundational blueprint for Kara's entire engineered hierarchy, having arrived on Earth alongside Kaguya a millennia ago, only to be betrayed and left for dead, surviving by overriding Jigen's body as a vessel while plotting to harvest a chakra fruit for ultimate ascension. His arsenal is defined by his unparalleled dojutsu pair, the right-eye wield Sukuna Hakona, a shinjutsu that instantly shrinks any non-living matter, including himself, weapons, massive constructs, or even planetary scale objects to microscopic size, and restores them at will with a mere glance or gesture, enabling flawless evasion, deceptive movement, and compression of environments, and bypassing conventional defenses. The left eye commands Daikokuten, storing shrunken objects in an external dimension, timeless void, for instantaneous retrieval as overwhelming projectiles, barriers such as gigantic black cubes, or tools allowing him to manifest or manipulate black chakra rods at will. These rods generated from his body or surroundings can pierce flesh, paralyze, drain chakra on contact, restrict movement via binding, enlarge internally for durability negation and catastrophic internal damage, and can be enlarged from the dimension for area-wide barrages. Ishiki manifested in vastly superior stats, demonstrating rapid mid-high regeneration, recovering from grievous wounds almost instantly, flight, immense chakra reserves for sustained high output battles, and overwhelming taijutsu capable of trading blows with Baryon mode Naruto while tanking life force draining assaults until the mode's side effects and time limit force his defeat. His raw power registers at planet level, scaling well above Jigen's feats against Naruto and Sasuke, escalating to multi-planet level in true form, clashing with and pressuring Baryon mode Naruto, who threatened planetary scale destruction, FTL plus to massively FTL speeds, blitzing and reacting to full power Naruto and Sasuke, while partially powered, with instantaneous dojutsu activation, Class Z plus lifting strength, backed by genius level intellect, Ishiki's reality warping, shrinking, storage hacks, chakra and rod versatility, godlike physical dominance, and ability to humble even the strongest shinobi of all time, even in a weakened vessel, make him the ultimate benchmark and power that all of Kara's creations were designed to approach or eclipse, and the true apex whose legacy defines the organization's terrifying might. One of the things that I find the hardest to do with these rankings is finding the right place for the middle members. I had the same issue with the Akatsuki and the Otsutsuki, but as you guys have made known numerous times in the comments in previous videos, some of my placements are controversial, and so I'll respond with this. Let me know how you would rank each member in the comments below. I'm sure a few of you guys will tell me about myself and that this list is invalid. Anyway, make sure to follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with me on social media, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and set notifications. This has been Motsky back at it with another video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.